That all my Halloween horror theme reviews are done, we can finally talk about some of the movies and other different things that are not Halloween or horror related. Um, I will state though, I am going to start doing Christmas themed reviews starting Thursday. And there will be one every Thursday, and then every Monday. Bum 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 ba bow. I will review every single Rocky movie, including the Creed movies. Let's talk about Rocky. Rocky is my favorite film series out there. Okay, that's not true. There's Star Wars. Actually, there's a lot of them. Point is, it's one of them. Rocky is fantastic. I love Rocky. The whole series. I've seen all the movies over and over and over again. Creed 2, I went opening night Thursday because I was like, yes, I need to see this movie. It looks amazing. I was pumped out of my mind and I loved it. And I'm a huge fan of the series. It's interesting because Rocky is a great movie, but it's not the great movie you expect when people talk about Rocky. You expect a boxing movie. And this is not that. It's a drama. You have this guy, Stallone, who's like, or not, played by Stallone, Rocky, as we all know. He's hard on his luck and kind of just depressed. He can't get with the girl he likes. He's kind of just the ultimate underdog type character. And a lot of this was written by Stallone because he was going through similar things with him in his career. But we've had movies like this before, like The Karate Kid. Right, The Karate Kid is even directed by the same guy who did Rocky, and it's interesting because you watch it and you're like, I get it's an underdog story, but where this differs from the Karate Kid, spoilers, Rocky loses the fight. Rocky loses the fight. Sorry about the noise in the background. But he loses this fight, and you watch it, and you're like, what? Like, I could imagine someone watching this movie who's like a younger person, not knowing anything about this movie too much besides it's Rocky, just classic. I should watch it. They watch it. It's some boring drama. There's very little boxing, and then when there is boxing, he loses. But that's the brilliance of this movie. He's an underdog who loses but learns to get back up and keep going. Because as he says, I believe I can't remember, it was Rocky Balboa. I remember the movies, I just don't remember the titles. He says, it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. And that's what a true underdog is. Someone who keeps moving, keeps going forward, and keeps doing and trying to achieve greatness. And that's what Rocky is all about. That's what his goal is in the whole series. And it's beautiful. It's powerful, and what makes it a great drama, it's a great drama. It's not and what makes it better than other underdog stories is that losing factor, because it isn't like some Mighty Ducks bullcrap where the team doesn't work very well together and they learn to work together and beat the other team and they're the ultimate underdogs. It isn't that lies and bullcrap, because that isn't what happens in real life. You keep failing until you succeed. That's what actually happens in real life. And this is a powerful movie. It has a great score. I constantly just look up the Rocky themes from all the movies, and I get up in the mornings and I like turn on a Rocky theme, bum 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 bum, or like the training montage from Rocky 2. Whatever it is, I turn on those, and powerful. The performances here, especially from Stallone, are fantastic. I mean, they're incredible, and it's just such a great movie. And like, and it's just such a great movie. It doesn't feel like a movie from the 70s. It almost kind of feels like a movie that kind of came out today. Not pacing wise, of course, but you know, that's the thing about a lot of these older movies that don't feel like they came out today. And most of them don't feel like they came out today for specific reasons, but it's always not pacing wise. Pacing wise, a lot of the movies that are older definitely are paced slower, but it's still a powerful movie. It's still a great movie. It still has a lot to say. It still resonates with people to this day. You will continue, everybody continues to resonate with this movie because it's just that powerful movie that, you know, over 40 years later, it still means just as much as it did when it came out. And again, it's not Karate Kid bullcrap where he defeats the bully. It's more realistic than that. And I know that, like with Cobra Kai, they've kind of evolved into a more realistic type thing. But also, that show's very stupid and ridiculous. And Rocky got to that point too, so I don't know. They're very similar franchises in a sense, but very powerful movie and amazing. Just so much about this movie. Sometimes there are movies that you just don't know how to express why you love them in words. And this is one of those times that I don't think I could ever fully express it, but it's beautiful. So stay tuned for next Monday, and I will have my review for Rocky 2, the best Rocky film of this series. At least from memory, anyways.